Hello, dear Libra. I am Jamie Dawn, your evolutionary revolutionary astrologer, bringing you your March 2021 horoscope. And we have some pretty great energy for you, especially as we have these wonderful trines happening with Mercury, Saturn, Jupiter, all in Aquarius still, and they are moving through your fifth house of love and romance and pleasure and the things that you do just to express your gifts, your art, your talents, that sort of thing. And you do it just simply for the fun of it. At least I hope you do, Libra. And, it's funny. I really see Libra energy as being sort of the playful sprites that if you go walk in the woods and you see these nature spirits and they're just all flitting and floating around, that's how I see my Libras. So anyways, we have Mercury now direct. I know you're excited about this, as it was retrograde in the month of February, and there was a canoodling that happened between Mercury and Jupiter, and that was on February 14th. So Libra, you're often very relationship oriented. So there could have been something happening within relationship, an expectation, some information, news, that sort of thing that showed up February 14th, and you weren't quite sure what to do with it. Maybe you didn't have the answers. And because Mercury was retrograde, it really sent you into that research mode, or that, reevaluation of things, maybe questioning a lot of things, weighing things out like you like to do. Well, here's Mercury now direct and moving back through this fifth house. It's probably making you weigh out and get some more information, some clarity around your, love affairs, sex, pleasure, fun, children, even. And so if there's something that's come up around that, you may have an opportunity to revisit this, but having good clarity around it. And most likely there'll be some good news because of Jupiter blessing it. Jupiter is such a wonderful benefic. Now, granted, there could be a lot of gossipy stuff that happens as well. Maybe you're an over talker, or you receive a lot of information overload, because Jupiter can overindulge, and you may have to go, okay, hold on, take a break. I need time to just kind of digest everything that's coming in. Now, I'm also saying this because Mars is going to be moving into Gemini on March 3rd, and that's going to be in your ninth house. And Mars is going to be driving all this information. You may get pushed to share, to get information out onto a larger scale. And with this trine happening to your sun, it could really activate the mind that much more. It may even have this great desire to communicate. And there could be times where you're not able to do all the things that you're wanting to do, or have all the conversations you want to have. However, I would imagine that you're going to be pretty active when it comes to wanting to learn. You're going to be motivated to getting maybe some certifications, education, publications, things that activate that higher wisdom, the higher mind, if you will. The thing also I love about this Mars and Gemini for you is it could open the mind even more to conversations or subject matters that maybe you were a little closed off to, and you were just in sort of like, let's get this done mode when Mars was in Taurus. And so now, especially if you are coupled, you can sit down with your partner and say, hey, that subject that we were hashing out and I didn't really want to hear your ideas around it. I just wanted to get it done. Well, now I'm ready to listen, and I want to hear more, and I want to learn more. And then how do we share this on a global scale, if you will? There may be an activation here for you to want to travel. I know we're restricted still. There's a lot of slow movements happening during a pandemic, but you may also be starting to plan for, say, the fall of, hey, I want to go across the water. I want to travel all over the world, that sort of thing. Now, the other thing I would say, Libra, especially if you're a single Libra, is that you could meet a partner and have some fun here when you are doing anything with, say, education, or you're maybe online, doing some online dating. It could be also that some of you may end up having long distance relationships for a little while, just until some other factors come into play. And I think this is great for you, single Libras, because it gives you time to get to know the person, to vet them out. I say that that's still a good thing to do. And you'll find that there'll be an opportunity for you to take your time, because let's get to this new moon in Pisces, Mercury moving into Pisces. The sun is in Pisces right now. And these are going to, these luminaries and Mercury will be moving into your sixth house, which is your daily routines. And that may be active for you, where your mind has to turn towards getting things done, your health, the to-do list, things like that. So that can be a little distracting if you're focused solely on relationship. So there could be a blessing here that this new relationship, or maybe if you're partnered, that you both are kind of doing your own thing for a little while, so that you can focus on getting these tasks at hand done. That's going to feel really good, because I can imagine, Libra, that if you have too much on your plate, your mind gets very heavy. And that's not really the best place for you, especially when you have Pisces in this new moon. It could make you want to escape all these to-do lists and all these things to get done. Now, one thing I will say is a strength of yours is that you know how to find people to help you get things accomplished and off your list and that sort of thing. So if you do fall into this overwhelmed place, grab somebody to help you with that. Look at your list, prioritize it, and see what you can delegate. Now we have the sun moving into Aries, and that'll be in your partnership house. And that is the spring equinox. And Venus is going to join Aries. Of course, that's opposing your sun. However, this could be a wonderful opportunity for you to be able to kind of put yourself out there, have your own individual expression, and really allow yourself to be your best self, to have some fun, regardless of what anybody else is saying. And you sort of throw caution to the wind and just be with who you are. The other thing I love about the sun in Aries here is that it can also give you a little bit of oomph in your relationships. So if there's a particular friendship or romance or business relationship that's felt a little flat, this is a time that can get re-energized. Now, the other overlay here with Mercury and Pisces is that it can also give you these really inspirational ideas that you get to share with these partners and these people in your life. And so in doing so, you're inspiring them, it inspires yourself, and you're able to say, hey, how do we all kind of celebrate each other's expressions and still get some things done? I would offer that March is going to probably have more of a focus on fun than it will on getting things done. And that can be a nice relief. I think you need to give yourself permission to go on vacation, or if nothing else, maybe play as hard as you work, because the work life is going to get pretty active and it will always be there. But when you're weighing out your priorities, remember that you really can't get time back. And so if there's loved ones, if there's children, if there are people in your life, because the people matter, that you can spend more time with, just close that laptop, get outside, grab somebody, sit on the couch and enjoy a movie, or whatever it is you do for fun and play, and just spending time with the people that you care about. I would offer that that's a huge thing. And I feel like it will really be active on this full moon, which is in your sign. It's in your first house. So you may be letting go and shedding this idea of how people have expected you to be. And you're finding this new way of saying, you know what, I shine because I have my own unique gifts, my own unique talents. I would also say that this full moon could have you changing your appearance in some way. Maybe you get determined that you're going to I don't know, lose weight, change your hair color, get a new wardrobe. So there's going to be some spring cleaning happening, maybe in your closet where you're like, I don't need that anymore. And I'm going to replace it with something else. And this can also be complementary with Venus and Aries because she's going to be activating that energy with you of, I want to be sharp. I want to be seen as really, not necessarily put together, but I want to be seen. I want to have this energy of independence and fierce freedom. And so in doing so, you're going to have this maybe unique approach to the way in which you navigate your love life, your pleasure life, that sort of thing. And so here comes this full moon in Libra. And if you had too much thinking time, if the thoughts were too heavy, maybe you're overthinking something, analysis paralysis, this could be a time where you just go, forget it. I'm just going to let go and I'm just going to do what my intuition guides me to do. Now, the other thing I will say, if Libra, you have been struggling with relationship and you've been doing that thing of like, does it still resonate? Should I stay? Should I go? This could be a time where you let go. And in letting go, you do that little warm transfer of, I no longer want to be in this relationship in that form. Let's talk to a professional. Let's figure out a way to do this in a kind way. I hope that's the case. I will say there's a couple of you, especially with the sun in Aries, this may be pretty combative, that you may find that some of your partnerships get activated that are not pleasant, and you may have to go into some sort of legal proceedings. I hope that's not the case, but if it is, just know you're really good at finding the support you need so you don't have to do it alone. All right, Libra, I really hope that this video helps. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Find me at jamiedawn.com because we know that everything is individualized as well. Have a great month. We'll talk soon.